Hello. So it's Sunday today. Something like Sunday the last Sunday of April it is today. So I'm down at the plots. I'm going to have a quick look around just to see if there's been any damage from Storm Hannah. We've had pretty bad weather these last couple of days. Quite strong winds, a lot of rain. Just see if there's anything that we need to fix up and address while we're down here. So yeah, I'll take you through that. I've not got the lad with me today, any of them. They're all going to the baths where I want to go as well later on this afternoon, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, see you in a bit. Yeah, so that's a Hannah, a mini cucumber. More like a pickle size really. They only grow to about 3 or 4 inches in length then. Really small, little cukes, little baldy cukes. And we've got these as well that we got through from Patricia at Sow and Grow. Thank you very much, Patricia, fantastic as ever. And they will be getting potted on shortly. A mixture of chilies and also sweet pepper. And I think we've got the red skin sweet pepper, we've got the sweet pepper, corno di toro again there. Got some more corno di toro that I've planted on already into the buckets, but yeah, we've just got to get some stuff sorted out in here. I didn't realise we were going to be so successful, to be honest with you, with the succulents and the squashes and all that kind of stuff. We've got the spaghetti squashes at the back there that we got through from Tasha Goswami. They've come on a treat, Tash, thanks very much for those. That's going to have to go out as well, which is one of the sunflowers. Grandma's sunflower needs to go out. Lots more tomatoes again from Patricia at Sow and Grow. There's another sun gold there. Aces 55. I think it's Aces 55, isn't it? Ace 55. Gardener's Delight. A tumbling tom there from Patricia. Another tumbling tom. There's loads of tons. Absolute tons. We've just got to get the space for it, like I say now at the minute. That's what we're struggling for. Getting the space in. Even though we've got a lot more land, I am really, really tempted, you know. In fact, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get a bed in here. I need to get some beds in. We need the space. Right, let me crack on. See you shortly. Get another bed in there. See you later, Mick. Cheers, mate. So we've just got that in. I've just knocked it together. Mick's just give us a lift, taking it up to the top here. That's going to go in there now. And we're going to stave it and secure it in the corners. Just levelled it with the level down there. And it's bang on. So, like I say, I'll get the staves in, just make sure that it's level again, give it another going over, and then we'll start filling her up. Fill her up! So we've just got to make sure that we're all still pretty squared up and level as we go with that. As you can see there, it looks like it is dropping a little bit to that side. It slopes slightly. It's about 2 or 3 feet higher at the very top than it is at the very bottom. So it does drop off by about 3 inches or so for every couple of metres, for every 6 feet or so that we're going down the plot. So that's just something to bear in mind when you're levelling these out. And then it'll be filled, as you can see there, because of that, on that side, there's a big of a gap, much more big of a gap on that side than there is on that side. It's about 3 inches or so, the gap there, away to practically nothing on that side. So that's just something to bear in mind when you're doing these. They're pretty straightforward. But yeah, so this will be just short of 6 feet wide, by just short of 12 feet long, this bed. So in old money it's around about 12 by 6 foot. But it's 360 centimetres, or 3.6 metres that way, by 180 going that way on the centimetres. Okay, so it's all in there now, and it's all level, and it's all staved. Because this is quite thick wood, it's like 2 by 6. I might get away with not staving up the sides, although I may put a, in fact yeah I will, just for safety's sake. I'll put a stave in the middle of each one of these, then get rid of all that weed as best as we can, and then start filling her up. Okie dokie. And there it is, filled with compost and other growing mediums. Now that's been a combination of the herring compost that's over there, and I think that works out. I think it works out at £2.90. I think it is. I think it's 4 for a tenner or something like that. No, it's not. I'm telling lies. I'm telling lies. I got 6 of those for, I think it was £16 for 6. It worked out at the Poultry. And it's took more than 6 though of those. It's took those 75 litre evergreen there. It's took 4 of those and 4 of those evergreen, 2 of the all-purpose compost grow show stuff that I got from B&M Bargains, and also the herring compost there that was 16 quid for 4. Which isn't that bad, is it? But altogether you're talking in compost alone about £42 in the compost alone. I've put some bloodfish and some bone meal in with it, about a handful for every metre, and I've done the same thing with the 6X, about a handful of metre sprinkled in. So that's what did I say it was, 3.2 metres? Anyway, it's roughly 6 square metres for that, and there's been a good handful of bone meal and a good handful of 6X in with the mix. Alright. So there you go. That's that done. That's going to be the home of some more brassicas, I do believe. So what I'm going to have to do there is get that netted up as well. So with the wood and the screws, you're talking around about 70 quid for a bed like that, to get that in, which is, as I say, nearly 12 feet by nearly 6 feet in the old money. Okay. Yeah, so obviously as soon as I've filled the bed, dandelions by the million, which is it's great, isn't it? Yeah, fantastic. So what I've done is I've gone round and pulled all the heads off, as many as I could possibly find of the dandelions, and chucked them in there. Because first of all they go yellow like that, then the flowers fall off, they seal up again, and then when they reopen, you get this situation. Each one of those a potential new dandelion, and they're all over the place. So as I say, I've been going around and pulling off as many heads as I can possibly find of them. I've obviously missed a couple though. Look. Those will open up and the seeds will pop out. So let's behead as many as we can. I mean, you're fighting a losing battle. They'll come from other people's plots, but at least I'll do my best not to be the culprit, releasing all the spores. Yeah, Dent De Leon, Tooth of the Lion, named after the leaves of the dandelion. See if I can find you one. You can eat them. Bit of a famine food for over here, like, but you can eat them. Eat the leaves. In fact, there's nothing I don't think on the dandelion plant that you can't eat. But it's the teeth of the lion, the Dent De Leon, which is what we're looking for. We don't want you though, mate. Come out. So yeah, unfortunately, after all that work doing the bed, there's going to be a heck of a lot more work taking out the dandelion seedlings as they pop through, and it won't be long. This time next week we'll have all the seedlings from the dandelion coming up, but that bed's going to be used to home a lot of this stuff that we've got still in here. Beetroot, chard, there's rainbow chard, there's standard chard, there's bright yellow chard, Solendra beetroot, action beetroot, another. Some red cabbage there. We've got a couple of collies that we're going to be planting out. Got to find a home for these. Yeah. Celeriac and parsnips. Find a home for them outside. And away we go. There's 3 cabbages there. Those are the giant cabbages actually. But I'm running out of room. So anyway, even though I've got that bed that I've just put in there, we're going to be having to use buckets, I think, for some of the crops. Certainly the remaining potatoes. We've got some of those 30-litre jobs that Tony O'Neill favours. I think he goes for the 55-litre or whatever it is, the bigger ones than that. But these are the 30-litre ones. They were £2.99 at Pole Green, and so we invested in 15 quid's worth of those, and those will be getting 3 spuds in per bucket. So that should get rid of 12 of the ones that we've got down here. We've got remaining down there. These ones are the Desiree, which are a main cropper, and there's some Sarpos left there, and these are little Sarpos here. So got some Sarpos, Desiree. They're all kind of main croppers, so I'm going to be finding homes for them. But I may end up giving some of them away to my mates. I nearly give some to Eddie today. Eddie came down and I gave him some of those tomato plants, the beefsteak ones there, which are the striped stuffer. Oh God, I can't say it. Striped stuffer, and they're the ones that we started from seeds about 2 months ago. And I gave him 6 plants to take away with him today. But if anybody wants some seed potatoes and you're local, then drop it into the comments below. Because I'm only going to be using probably another, I would say, 12 of those, to be honest with you. That's all I need. The rest of it is surplus to requirements. So I've probably got about 30 or so there that I don't need to use. Probably about 34, 35 of them that you can have. Right, happy days. Another exciting episode down on my little farmer's farm. Probably not too exciting for you today, actually, to be honest. Just doing bits and bobs. I will put into the links below, or into the description box below, a how-to for the raised beds. Because we've done a couple of those now, we're getting a bit dab-hand at it. So if you want to do one yourself, you can crack on. And we'll show you how to do it. I'll put it in the description below. And also, it's just worth bearing in mind though that if you are going to be filling those up, you can do it one of 2 ways really. If you've not got existing soil that you can use or compost that you can use, I like to use a mixture of soil and compost, topsoil and compost. To fill one of those beds, which is 12 foot by 6 foot but only 6 inches high, you will need probably around about a ton of topsoil, which will cost you about £40, and you probably have to spend the same again in decent quality compost. So the Grow Show stuff, 3 bags for a tenner. You can get that from B&M Bargains. So yeah, that mixed with the other compost is another 40 quid. I think I've put 50 quid's worth in there. There was existing soil that I turned over and mixed in with it at the base, and then topped it all off with the compost. I've put a couple of amendments in. As I say, I put in some bone meal, a handful per 3 square feet, and the same with the 6X. 6X is concentrated farm yard manure, which is supposed to be 6 times stronger than standard manure. That's gone into there, and we'll be filling that one up probably in the next episode with some of the stuff that's behind me. Alright, have a great weekend. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window, as always. And yeah, keep growing with your head down. We'll catch you next time. Be lucky, be first. Catch you later. Ta-da.